See, God always deals with the heart. There are things that you and I may want in this life that God doesn't want for us. I've seen people lust after property, lust after women, lust after relationships, lust after office of a bishop, lust after the ideal marriage or whatever they think is perfect, lust after money, lust after, and have greed and everything else. And they've wanted these things, and some of their wants were not terribly wicked. It's God didn't want it for them. So then what happened? They follow it, right? They lust after these things and they get consumed by it. And what does that mean? They'll do anything to have it. But that's not how we're to live our life, friend. We are to live our lives by being willing to do anything to obey the will of God. Okay? That we will do anything to obey the will of God. Right? That no matter what, we'll obey the Lord. That's the way. Not no matter what, I'll get what I want. No, 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 no. It's not my will, Father, but thy will be done. Matthew 26:39. Jesus, and he went a little further and fell on his face and prayed, saying, "O my Father, if it be possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as thou wilt." See, that's what our life is. No, it's to be in the will of God and to obey God. Right? Thy will be done, Lord. Thy will be done. Not my will be done. We're to obey the Lord. And that includes our reproduction. That includes our wanting of children and all of those things. You might say, well, Pastor Cooley, you don't have to worry about that because you already have 8 children. No, but I'm tested in other ways. Don't compare trials. Don't look at somebody else and think, oh, their trials aren't as bad as mine. That's arrogance and immaturity is what it is. We don't compare trials. We pray for each other through trials. We don't look at somebody and think, well, they don't have to do that because they have this or they have that or they have this or they have that. That's immature selfishness is all that is. That's a lack of maturity. All of us have things that we have to go through. All of us have things that we have to struggle with. All of us have our battles that we have to pray through and that we're tempted to give into, or we're tempted to sin, or we're tempted. All of us have those. You don't look at somebody and say, well, you know, Pastor Cooley, you can talk about this, but you don't have to do this and you don't have to do that. You don't have to go through that. I'm the one that doesn't have any children. Well, that's not a biblical way to look at anything. What's right is right. It's thus saith the Lord. If what I'm saying to you is correct and biblical from the scriptures, then you ought to obey it and not use an excuse.